So
Story time, guys.
when you say extremely racist, the irony would be is that society would view him as an altruist and as not a racist. But for example, we all know, I'm gonna do the Simone Biles. That's what you wanted, right? The Simone Biles thing.
Yeah.
So
Tom Brady,
Simone
Simone
Biles, right? The gymnast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she wasn't. I guess she was suffering from something, or she didn't want to compete.
The twisties or something like that.
Yeah, she didn't want to
Basically
compete.
something that can actually injure her.
Yeah, she could have not. She pretty much elected not to compete in a certain event in the Olympics, and she got a lot of flack for it. Now, I simply said that, if she wanted to step out, that's fine, right? I don't mind that she steps out. But I'm also not going to praise her for stepping out because, well, she quit. Like, she might have had a good reason, you know what I mean? But we don't praise people for giving up. Am I correct in saying that? Yeah. So, here's the thing. A friend of mine said that she was getting all this flack and people being really upset was because she was a black woman. And because people just, if she was white or a white man, she would not nearly get this type of flack. And I said, first off, if she was a man, she wouldn't have quit. Second, if she was white, take Simone Biles out and put Tom Brady in the Super Bowl instead of the Olympics. And he just decides, he's not feeling well, maybe he's got a hurt leg, and he just goes, I'm not gonna go in the fourth quarter. Can you imagine the reaction from Tom Brady not going back onto that football field?
His house would be burned down.
Yes. The idea that, first off, I would make the idea.
And that's not because he's a white guy. I mean,
No, it's not.
Any quarterback in the NFL
Exactly.
in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
You agree?
Yeah, I do agree.
Any quarterback in the NFL, regardless, if in the Super Bowl he played a quarter or two and then just said, my stomach feels upset, I'm not going to
Or my ankle feels a little tweaky.
Would or would not his city be like, I'm going to kill this man when he gets there?
Well,
Especially if they lose.
And the whole thing about it is
We go to the soccer.
is that right? Is that he claimed what really was concerning to me was that he put this racial business there where I just didn't think it belonged. And that brought me to this, where I kind of started getting into an argument, and he said to me at one point that my friends that are black, present company included here, probably don't share their full feelings on certain things with me because of the privilege that I have as a white person.
If y'all can see TJ's face right now.
Yeah, no, I saw it too.
And I was quite taken aback because I just don't see the world that way. And the idea that people that I call my friends, that I would help you guys with anything you needed, just like I know you would me. The fact that race, this artificial barrier, would cause you to not feel comfortable telling me something, I don't get it. And it really upset me because that means you have to view the world that way. To see Simone Biles's quitting somehow through a lens of race, even once again, she had the right to leave, right? But to see the backlash she got, because she's the fucking Michael Jordan of gymnastics, goddammit. She's the best there's ever been. Of course people are gonna be pissed when you quit.
Yeah.
But to see it through a racial lens really unnerved me, because that's the type of lens you have to see the world to be able to be on the opposite side of the conversation that we just had.
So, here's what I want to say, right? The statement he made to you that your black friends don't open up to you properly because you're white and we're black has to be one of the most racist statements one could possibly say to me. There's like the simple fact of the matter is like, what gives you the right to tell me that, or to tell, my friend that I'm not 100% with him because he's white? That's almost as bad as Joe Biden going on the Breakfast Club, going around telling people that they ain't black and they don't vote for him. That's the
Did you see the Jim Eagle thing he did?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
It's gonna turn Jim Crow.
He's gonna make like Jim Crow look like Jim Eagle.
I literally felt a little bit.
Yeah. I did.
I felt something. I was like, I would hope that these two people that I've known for a long time would open up to me and would tell me, you fucked up if I fucked up.
But that
Please
never,
tell me if I fucked up.
But that never entered your mind, though, right? That idea that they would treat, that they wouldn't tell you.
I was just like, oh, well, those definitely tell me if I fucked up.
Well, just anything.
On anything, not just this conversation.
Yeah.
On anything until that was brought up, and I was just like, oh shit. I hope they're not telling me I didn't fuck up because they think something of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, that's a whole different, like, that's like a third or fourth level of racism.
It's a
Like-
ludicrous idea, and it really upsets me because you literally have to train yourself to think this way. You have to be open to this idea of pretty much hating the world for what it is. And what it is people are different, and we learn to deal with it. We don't say these differences can cause, like, we don't put up the barriers. We try to take them down. And to try to put a barrier up on a person-to-person level, that is what's going to get us back to segregation.